Hey, what's up, guys? It's Sports Blitz here, and we're back with another NFL mock draft. Before I get into it, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe. Guys, we're coming up here on 1,350 subscribers. We're at 1,333 right now. So if you could help me reach that goal, that'd be awesome. But I'm going to keep today's mock, pretty quick. I'm not going to take too much time on each pick here. Um, I'm gonna kind of let you guys think about you know, why I mocked a certain player to these teams. So let's go ahead and get on into it. So number one, Aiden Hutchinson. I'm not buying all of the smoke about them possibly taking Trayvon Walker number one. I think it's got to be Aiden Hutchinson. Number two, kind of see number three there as well, but I have the Lions taking KT. I don't really see that changing. I I really like KT. Him and Jermaine Johnson are actually neck and neck for me. And I like Trayvon Walker a lot too. There's some good edges in this class. But I don't see them passing on KT. Number three, I have the Texans going Kyle Hamilton. I think that's kind of just a best player available type of situation. I think the Texans need to do that to, really, really better their roster. Sometimes when you draft strictly for need, it doesn't work out. So, number four, I have the Jets going Jermaine Johnson. Like I said before, I am super high on him. I like him almost as much as KT. I think if Jermaine can reach his full potential, I think he could honestly be the best pass rusher in this class. Just my opinion. Number five, I have the Giants taking Evan Neal. Don't think I need to explain that. Panthers taking Malik Willis. Also don't think I need to explain that. Seven, Giants taking Maud Gardner. Again, best player available type of situation. I don't think I need to go super deep into that one. Then the Falcons going Trayvon Walker. Again, best player available, but it also fills a need. I really like the fit of Trayvon Walker to the Falcons. That one makes a ton of sense to me. Number nine, the Seahawks going Ikem Ekwonu. This one, I was kind of torn between him and Charles Cross, but ultimately, I'm a bigger fan of Icky than Cross. I know Icky is more of a run blocking tackle and Cross is more of a pass blocking tackle, but I don't know. I see the future Seahawks kind of switching it up and going to more of a, run first type of set rather than passing every play with Russell Wilson because they don't have him anymore. That's just kind of how I see it. So I think Icky would be a better fit. Number 10, I have the Jets taking Garrett Wilson. Again, best player available. Easily best. Well, I shouldn't say easily, but in my opinion, best receiver available. I really like Zach Wilson to Garrett Wilson. I think that'd be a good connection. Number 11, I have the Washingtons going Derek Stingley again. I think he's going to be a stud. I'm a big fan of him. So, yeah, that'll be fun to watch. I think Washington really needs to improve their secondary if they want to even give their offense a chance to stay in games. Number 12, I have the Vikings going Jordan Davis, best player available. Also, a much better Michael Pierce replacement. 13, I have the Texans going Jameson Williams. Simply just get Davis Mills a weapon. Him and Brandon Cooks, I think, would be a really, really good receiving tandem, and that way you can give Davis Mills more of a fair evaluation. I personally think he's going to end up as a really good quarterback. Then I have 14 to the Baltimore Ravens going Andrew Booth. I mean, this is the last year on Marcus Peters' contract. I don't really see them re-signing him, personally. I think he's going to want a lot of money, and a lot of money that the Ravens don't want to give him. And Andrew Booth, I think he's going to be a really good replacement. In fact, I think him and Marcus Peters are actually pretty similar in a lot of ways. I think they have very similar play styles. So 15, I have the Eagles taking Devin Lloyd. I've made this pick multiple times. This is kind of just my pick of, like, I really want the Eagles to get Devin Lloyd. I'm not an Eagles fan, but personally, so I live in Utah. Okay, I'll say that part. And while I watched most Utah games this year, as well as watched, even more Devin Lloyd tape, and I love this kid, and I think he's gonna fit really well in the Eagles system. I think he'd be much better than what they have. Then I have the Saints going Charles Cross, best player available. Really replacing their franchise left tackle that they let walk in free agency. 17, I have the Chargers going Trevor Penning. Again, more protection for Justin Herbert. Give him even more time to sling the ball. Yeah, what I think Herbert with a really stacked offensive line is going to be just disgusting. So that'll be fun to watch. 18, I have the Eagles going Devontae Wyatt. This is going to be kind of the long-term Fletcher Cox replacement. But I really like Devontae Wyatt. I don't think he really gets, as much of the love as he deserves. I mean, he's a stud. Simply put, he's a stud. I debated on having the Eagles take Trent McDuffie right here. I really, really debated on it, but where they already have Darius Slay, and really, I wouldn't be surprised if they made a move for like Stephon Gilmore before the season as well. I could honestly see it happening, but Devontae Wyatt would be a really, really good long-term Fletcher Cox replacement. 19, I have the Saints taking Chris Olave. I think he'd absolutely eat in this system. Super fast, insanely good route runner, really good hands. He's excuse me. He's really smooth. I think him and Garrett Wilson are really similar in a lot of ways. I wouldn't call them the same exact type of receiver, but they have a lot of similarities. And I think he'd do really well in the Saints system. 20, I have the Steelers going Drake London. Now, I know this one's surprising to a lot of people, but I personally see Drake London as honestly a much better Chase Claypool. And I think the Steelers kind of want to get, a long-term, Juju Smith-Schuster replacement. And with how expensive receivers are getting, especially in free agency, I could very well see them doing that through the draft instead. So I think London would be a really good replacement for Juju Smith-Schuster. I don't know why it's so hard for me to say his name. But then I have the Patriots going Trent McDuffie. I mean, best player available and the J.C. Jackson replacement. 22, Packers going Jahan Dotson. I know there's been a lot of receivers off the board here, but Jahan Dotson's really talented. Like, he plays a lot bigger than he is. He is fast. He's a pretty dang good route runner. Has really good hands. He kind of reminds me, and call me crazy here, I get it. He kind of reminds me of a shorter DeAndre Hopkins. Like, he's really good at going up there and getting the ball. He has surefire hands. Like, I love this kid. Super talented. 23 of the Cardinals going Kyrie Lam. I've explained this pick multiple times in, previous mocks. I love Kyrie Lam. He's insanely talented. 24 out of the Cowboys going Zion Johnson. I feel like they want to fix the offensive line long term and get it back to that elite offensive line that they had back in like 2014, 2015, 2016, back when they were widely considered, one of the best O lines in the league. Up there with the Steelers at the time. So, then the Bills are on the board, and I'm giving them Tyler Linderbaum. I feel like they really need to get better at running the ball. Make Josh Allen's job easier. Now, Josh Allen, I wouldn't say he's been struggling by any means, but if you can make his job easier, be able to control the clock better, I think that's going to help. And Tyler Linderbaum, he can create gaps, make it a lot easier for those running backs. So, 26, I have the Titans going Kenyon Green. I really like Kenyon Green. I know over the past couple weeks I've kind of not talked as much about him. I really like him. I still think he can be a future Pro Bowler. This class has a lot of really good interior offensive linemen. But this is kind of going to be the Roger Saffold replacement. I know I'm talking a lot about replacements, but it's true. There's a lot of players that are retiring or going to another team, or just really, no matter what the reason is, aren't going to be, at that team this year. And I feel like these players that I've picked, I think are going to be really good replacements for those players. So yeah, going to 27, I have the Bucks going Treylon Burks. Another best player available type of situation. I know they have Mike Evans and Chris Godwin, but I mean, I don't think that's going to stop them. I think they want to get as much firepower out there as possible, especially with, the top 3 interior linemen off the board. I could very well see Treylon Burks here. So 28, I have the Packers going David Ojabo. Now I know a lot of people are going to be asking why I'm not going George Karlaftis. I like Ojabo's upside and potential a lot more than Karlaftis. I'm not super high on Karlaftis. I mean, he's a solid player. He's going to make an impact on whatever team he goes to. But I think David Ojabo is just going to be better at that. 29, okay, I'm having Karlaftis go to the Chiefs. I do still believe in him being a first rounder, okay? Very, very late first round, but a first rounder nonetheless. I couldn't justify putting him over David Ojabo, but, where he is that good of a player and the Chiefs need an edge, I think it's fitting. But then the Chiefs go ahead and go with Sky Moore. I'm really interested to see how he would do in the Chiefs system. I think he'd be really good. I know he is considered as more of a run after catch type of receiver, but he's a really solid route runner too. And where Mahomes actually has really good ball placement, I think he'd be really good at getting the ball to more in stride, and I think that's gonna I think that's gonna keep the Chiefs offense electric, essentially is what I'm saying. Now I know he's not gonna be, Tyreek Hill with 4.25 speed, or maybe even faster than that. I think his official was like 4.24. I know he's not going to be, like Tyreek Hill fast, but he's fast and he's a good route runner. So I think he's still going to keep that Chiefs offense electric. So last 2 picks, I have the Bengals going Nakobe Dean, best player available. Not much else to it. Then I have the Lions going Kenny Pickett. I normally don't have Pickett falling this far, but where I had the Steelers and actually Seahawks pass on a quarterback, there's really no other teams I really see taking a quarterback right here, except for possibly Titans if they did want to move on from Ryan Tannehill. But yeah, I think Kenny Pickett would be an amazing, future quarterback for the Lions. I think he's a good fit. I think he'd mesh well with Dan Campbell. But that's all I have for you guys today. Again, I know this was a quick mock. That was kind of the goal. I'll let you guys kind of think about, why I made some of these picks. Let me know your opinions on it, though, in the comment section below. Again, smash the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Later.